iFILM, London. iFILM, London.
My name's Kugan Cassius, this is iFILM London. With me I've got the British and Commonwealth Super-Middleweight champion George Groves and his trainer Adam Booth. How are you guys?
Fabulous.
Making your debut on Box Nation, how are you feeling about that?
It's going to be great. Box Nation is a fantastic channel. I've been watching it religiously the last few weeks. There's been some cracking fights on there, and I'm hoping to steal the Box Nation best fight of the month so far.
And how do you feel about Box Nation, George fighting, making his debut on it, Adam?
I think everyone was excited about the fact that there was going to be a channel specifically for boxing, or predominantly for boxing, and wondering how it would work. And the Walsh Appleby fight, followed by the Cleverly Bellew fight. I mean, they were. I'd pay to watch them, believe it or not. And I think next Saturday, George and Paul is going to be a similar type of fight. So Box Nation has got a lot to live up to already because it's setting the standard for itself.
Sorry, you said in the press conference that you felt this was the right time for George to fight Paul Smith, but you said that there was elements of risk involved. What kind of risks do you think are involved in George fighting Paul?
Paul can fight. He knows how to get close, and he knows how to fight, and he's experienced. He's had ups and downs, highs and lows, and it's made him stronger. I firmly believe that, and he's also got enthusiasm because he now sees this opportunity to make right the wrongs. And if you take all of that into consideration, along with enthusiastic training, that every day he's going to the gym, looking forward to going to the gym, I know how much of a difference that makes to a fighter as well. So I think on November the 5th, we can definitely expect the best Paul Smith that's ever stepped into a ring. We also believe that George has got the attributes to take him a long way in this sport, and so this is the right fight at the right time because it poses a challenge for George, and George has got to overcome it.
Paul Smith indicated that the pressure was off him and the more pressure was on you to win this fight. How do you see that? Do you think there is a lot of pressure on you to win this fight?
No, I wouldn't say so. I'm used to pressure now. There's only pressure on me that I put on myself. Boxing in Wembley will be great. You know, I'm going to have a lot of support there. I'm boxing a good fighter, but it's a fighter that if I do what I can do, I won't have any problem with. So it's just up to me to stick to what I can do and what I will be doing, and win the fight comfortably.
Adam, what's it like going into a fight where the hype isn't in danger of overtaking the fight like the DeGale one? Because the hype around this fight has been quite low key. You said in the press conference that just let the fight do the talking, more or less.
It's not the first time we've been in this position. The fights where the hype overshadows the fight itself are very few and far between. They don't happen that much. So, you know, we encounter these types of fights more than we do the overhyped ones. So as far as we're concerned, this is business as usual, and it's a traditional fight.
Joe Gallagher indicating that nerves sometimes get the better of you in fights. What would you say to that?
I've rarely, I don't know what he's referring to in that point. The only times where I've underperformed is where I haven't been nervous. But as I said, I look forward to being nervous because I'm a better fighter when I am nervous. Nerves have never taken away from my fight. I've never performed worse because I have been nervous. I've only ever performed worse because I haven't been nervous. So nerves are a good thing, and I think he's just trying to disguise the fact that his fighter will be very nervous, very worried next week.
And what do you think about them comments from Joe, Adam?
We always feel obliged to try a little psychological game in the hope that, you know, if you say something, he might walk away doubting himself, thinking, oh, Joe knows something about me that no one else knows. He's seen inside me. But Joe's a thinker, and he lives the game, and he's a smart man, so he knows he's got to try these little psychological games. But what I have learned about George that really it always makes me smile is that trying little psychological battles with George is a bit like Ashley Sexton hitting Nikolai Valuev. It will just have no impact. He seems to be oblivious to the psychological stuff, and David's done it plenty of times, and it makes me laugh to watch George deal with it. But, you know, like I said, we've all got to try these things, because if we walk away and we don't, we're going to feel that we haven't done our job.
And that's because Nikolai Valuev's got a very good chin. Ashley Sexton punches as hard as a middleweight.
Thank you for clearing that up. And just finally, Are we capable of having a press conference involving George where James DeGale isn't mentioned, Adam?
You just mentioned him, didn't you?
No, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. This isn't a press conference. Hold on. Listen. I'm asking the questions. Both Groves, I'm asking the questions. This isn't a press conference. This is a post-press conference interview, right? In the press conference, James DeGale's name was mentioned. I never mentioned his name. Answer that question.
And stitch this up again.
I'm stumped. He's done me.
He's done you.
He's done me.
The answer is maybe. I don't even know what the question was. Maybe.
Listen, I'm going to ask the question again because James DeGale's name comes up every time you have a fight. Hold on a minute. I brought it up because it came up in the press conference. This is not the press conference, Mr. Booth. So what do you think about that, George?
You still don't know what the question is.
If
He still doesn't know what the question is. Just say maybe.
Well, if I could negotiate being paid every time James DeGale's name is mentioned, then that'd be fantastic. But at this moment, I ain't. And we all know why you got your jacket on. You won't take it off because you got that James DeGale T-shirt underneath, haven't you?
No, that's not true. That's not true. I'm repping iFILM London. That's all I rep. Completely neutral to every boxer. Thank you very much, George. I'm gazumping both of you today. Adam Booth and George Groves, thank you very much for talking to iFILM London. It's a pleasure talking to you, especially you, Adam. I love talking to you. You don't make me nervous at all. This is Kugan Cassius with the British and Commonwealth Super-Middleweight champion George Groves and Adam Booth for iFILM London. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm George Groves and I'm here with Adam Booth and you're watching iFILM London. And I'd just like to mention James DeGale.
We miss him. Clearly. Come back. We're going to be the same. Maybe it will.
It was so much fun last time, weren't it?
Do you know what I'm saying?
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 I know what you're saying.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Thank you very much.
iFILM London. iFILM London.